So it's fall, and that happened really fast. And I fell behind on almost every art challenge in October. I am exhausted and I want to do art. So let's get into it. It's October 9th. And I haven't kept up with any of the October challenges, which made me kind of sad, but ultimately it just wasn't meant to be this year. I think I'm okay with that though. So instead, I wanted to honor fall with a little night sky painting. And I had purchased this book a while back from Barnes & Noble's in the bargain section. I really love landscapes, as many of you know. I think it's only appropriate to paint a fall feeling landscape inspired by one of these imageries. I want to make it my own, but let's see where we land. This is giving winter, Halloween-ish. I kind of like that. I want to use purples, but I also want to use gouache. So I might add gouache depending on how I feel. This is giving summer, not too much. Can't turn the page. All right, so let's fast forward this portion here and I will let you know where it ends. I'm gonna go with this photo. This photo on the left is from Stars Above, East Twin Peak, Alaska. So I'm gonna go with a bit more of a colorful vibe. But I want to keep it Halloween-y, like night sky for sure. I don't know how I'm going to do that, but I'm going to try. Now, I'm going to try to pick colors. Let's see how this works. I'm feeling like for sure the purples. Purples and grays. I think these wouldn't hurt either. Yeah, I'll leave this pink. Okay. Oh, did I mention that I'm only using dry mediums right now? I really wanted to try to branch out a bit. I've been like really heavy on my gouache, even though I really want to use it right now. I'm trying to mix things up.
Sometimes when creating YouTube videos, I feel the pressure to make something good. And I think I appreciate this process that I went through here because I didn't know where I was going to end up. This was on the spot, no planning, no preparation, no pre drawn art. And it took me to a huge fail, and I was okay with that. For a while, I debated on whether this would be valuable content or not, but I think the idea of failure is frowned upon so much. Instead of it being a process, so I wanted to be able to share my process. And I value process so much in my design work, in my artwork, because without process, you can't create masterpieces, in my opinion. I love to get certain ugly artwork out. I don't know, something about just creating really bad work it makes me happy. After this session, I realized that I should have just kept on going. Yes, I was exhausted, and yes, I mentioned later on that I should have used what I intended on using first, but I should have just kept on going. It would have came out even more stronger because I allowed myself to mess up and fail. So for those that are feeling uninspired or like you failed at a piece, don't let that stop you. Come back to it, revisit it, maybe cut things up and use it for another piece of work. Always save your stuff for a back pocket idea in the future.
So, quick update. I'm hating it so far. I actually thought I was gonna hate this portion and love the Poscas more, but it's turning out not to be that way. So, some ways that I am going to save this is to, once I finish this Posca Night Gradation Sky, I am going to go back in with the color pencils. Bristol paper, the Posca, the color pencils, they don't work well with this paper. I think I was expecting it to be like mixed media paper. Unfortunately, it's not. I always thought that it was. But I think mixed media paper has some sort of film on it that allows it to absorb differently. Because right now what's happening is a breaking of the paper. Almost as if I were to be painting with watercolor and just over wetting the paper. I just thought that I was in the mood to paint, but I'm not. This goes to show you, actually this is like a lesson learned, that like if you really want to work with a particular medium, like I mentioned in the beginning of the video, I really wanted to work with gouache and I didn't listen to my gut. And I landed in this situation where I'm not loving the painting, but you know, it's part of the process. So let's keep working on this and see where this takes me. All right, let's speed it up.
After I started to switch things up with oil pastel, I was really happy that things started to blend a little more. Gradation with Posca pen, not a good idea. But working with oil pastels definitely saved it a bit. I think, like mentioned, go with your gut. If you are feeling like you want to go in with gouache, then start with gouache and make your errors there. At least things will be more enjoyable.
I think I saved it. Here it is. I don't love it, but it is what it is. Gradients and Posca pens, impossible. Learned that very quickly. Also, what was I thinking? Picking a picture that had gradient. So when all else fails, use oil pastels. Like my rhyme. This is a fail. It was a lesson learned for sure. I think it was fun. Practice. The colors are fun. I really enjoy the pinks, purples, and blues. So these night views are not my thing. That was good to discover. I think, I'm not gonna say they're not my thing. I'm thinking that particularly monochrome paintings are really hard to do, and I get bored easy. I wanted to add greens and, you know, make it feel like it's daytime, and I don't know, maybe I need to push on my night views a bit more, but overall, it's okay. It was fun. That's all that matters. It's a fail, but I'm fine with it. I think it feels fun. This was the video. This goes to show you that art can fail also, even when you're a trained artist. It is what it is. Thanks for watching. You know what to do. Like and subscribe. See you in the next one. Hope you like it at least, because I don't.